Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is October 29th, 2024. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage an esoteric and ritualistic blood sacrifice event targeting Donald J. Trump on the night of October 29th, the date of October 30th, or the morning of October 31st. Firstly, in respect to the numerology regarding this impending blood sacrifice, the date of October 30th marks 28,628 days since Donald J. Trump was born in Queens, New York, back on June 14th of 1946. So this number features the 26 numerology and the 62 numerology, which are both equate to the letter Z in the English alphabet, which is an acronym for Zionism, and that is the motivating factor behind this impending blood sacrifice of Donald J. Trump. This number also features the 88 numerology, and this is inherent neo-Nazi numerology inherent to Switzerland, which was essentially the modern Switzerland was formed in 1848. And if you put two eights together, you get a Swiss cross, essentially. So that's why. Also, the date of October 30th marks exactly 814 days since the CIA staged the FBI raid targeting Donald J. Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, back on August 8th of 2022. Obviously, August 8th is 88 again, and then in the number 814, we have the number 81, which is Switzerland's national holiday, August 1st, 81, and then we have 84, which is Barack Obama, because the CIA needs to knock out Trump in order to resurrect Barack Hussein Obama, the political resurrection of Barack Hussein Obama. So, exactly what type of blood sacrifice is planned for Donald J. Trump on the night of the October 29th, the date of October 30th, or the morning of October 31st is obviously not known. But the schedule, Trump's itinerary is that on October 29th, the evening of, Trump will be giving a speech in Allentown, Pennsylvania. He then will fly to North Carolina, where tomorrow he has a rally in Rocky Mount, and then he will fly from North Carolina back to Wisconsin to hold a rally in Green Bay, Wisconsin with Green Bay Packers legend Brett Favre. So at some point during this travel schedule, the CIA plans to assassinate Trump. So I'm going to get into potential scenarios of how the CIA plans to do this. The date of October 30th marks exactly 109 days since the CIA staged the first assassination event targeting Donald J. Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania, back on July 13th of 2024. So the number 109 equates to the letter S, which is an acronym for Switzerland, which is why it's in the COVID-19 numerology. And so it appears that the CIA, and this of course zicked or nicked Donald J. Trump's ear, causing the bleeding on that day. And so, I'm going to get into the other scenarios. The most likely scenario on October 30th is that the CIA plans to assassinate Donald J. Trump in the aftermath of bad news. So what I mean by bad news is that the CIA plans to kill, injure, or paralyze one or more of Donald J. Trump's children or grandchildren or great-grandchildren, if he has any, which I'm not sure. So this might be Kai Trump, his 18-year-old niece that's attending University of Miami. It might be Tiffany Trump, who's coincidentally pregnant. But the most likely scenario is going to be his son Barron, his son Eric, or his son Donald Jr., possibly under the guise of a hunting accident or a car accident. And so when Trump hears the bad news, he has a heart attack and he dies. And this is how they plan to get rid of him on this particular date. That being said, there's also the possibility that the CIA will assassinate Trump under the guise of a medical emergency, a hospitalization, an emergency surgery, possibly a heart attack, a stroke, brain aneurysm, a COVID-19 infection, possibly via accident, possibly a car accident, a limousine accident, a plane accident, or a helicopter accident. Or they could stage a terror attack in Pennsylvania, in North Carolina, or Wisconsin, or some sort of sniper-related attack, which would likely be blamed on China, Iran, Russia, Pakistan, or Saudi Arabia, designed to trigger World War III. And if it's in fact Russian in nature, then it would probably most likely be scapegoated onto Victor Bout, the Russian arms dealer who President Joseph R. Biden exchanged for Brittany Griner, the WNBA star, a couple of years ago, or last year, I should say. That being said, considering the 88 numerology surrounding the FBI raid that was executed on Trump's estate back in August 8th of 2022, there's also the possibility that the CIA will arrest Trump at some point in Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Florida, or Wisconsin on the date of October 30th or the morning of October 31st for crimes he did not commit, possibly the most likely being the Jack Smith case, which is basically to overthrow the 2020 election. And just to be clear, for the record, Trump is being charged under 18 U.S. Code 241, conspiracy against right, 18 U.S. Code 371, conspiracy to commit offense or to defraud the United States, or 18 Code 1512 CC2, tampering with a victim or informant, or 18 U.S. Code 1512K, tampering with a victim or informant. And so that's the most likely scenario. There's also the possibility that the CIA would arrest Trump for racketeering, sexual assault, rape, links to Epstein Island, allegedly employing illegal aliens, pedophilia, child porn, bribery, possibly in respect to Russia or Ukraine, illegal campaign contributions, possibly in respect to Russia or Ukraine, fraud, tax evasion, possibly in respect to the IRS, money laundering, possibly insider trading or price fixing in respect to Truth Social, being a foreign agent, possibly of Russia, receiving alleged illegal gifts, fraud or tax evasion in respect to the Trump Organization, plot to overthrow the U.S. government or state governments such as Florida, Texas, or Arizona. And a new one I should add is alleged links for terror for hire to terrorize for plots, terror plots, domestic terror plots, which Trump or his family allegedly funded, links to Vladimir Putin, Russian banks or Russian intelligence agencies, or some sort of violation of the RICO statutes. There's also the possibility he could be arrested for allegedly violating his New York State Supreme Court Judge Juan Merchan's gag order. And in order to set the precedent for Trump being arrested and charged with scores of felonies, back on September 16th of 2024, New York rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs was arrested on 7 felonies of arson, bribery, forced labor, kidnapping, obstruction of justice, racketeering, and sex trafficking. And then 9 days later, on September 25th, New York Mayor Eric Adams was indicted on 5 felonies of bribery, conspiracy, fraud, and 2 counts of illegal campaign contributions. And these 2 New Yorkers being indicted on a litany or plethora of charges is designed to set the precedent for Donald J. Trump being arrested or indicted just prior to the election for bribery, conspiracy, fraud, illegal campaign contributions, bribery, forced labor, obstruction of justice, racketeering, and possibly sex trafficking. So just to recap, Donald J. Trump is slated to suffer a blood sacrifice courtesy of the Swiss CIA on the night of October 29th, the date of October 30th, or the morning of October 31st, courtesy of CIA headquarters. And of course, as with all blood sacrifices, the CIA only executes them on their sacred numerology, which is blinking red in respect to one Donald J. Trump. So obviously, if anything happens to Donald J. Trump or his family prior to the election on November 5th, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.